Hello, and welcome to the podcast. Every week, we'll be covering up to 6 topics, and whether the past week has been sweet as Milo or bitter as coffee, either way, reset, sit back, and enjoy.
Hello.
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 How you guys doing? So, macam mana Faris minggu ni? Kopi ke Milo?
Oi, panjang cerita dia.
Panjang. Tapi, taklah.
Pendek kan?
What was it again? Kenapa kopi, kenapa Milo? Can you guys tell me again? Why is it kopi? Why is it Milo?
Sure.
Oh, okay. So, basically, kopi is like about, of course, rasa pahit. So, minggu ni rasa pahit mungkin ada something like bad news ke apa ke.
Yeah.
Something bitter.
Kalau Milo something manis, boleh menggembirakan hati. Yes.
Oi, happy.
Oh,
Re-energize.
Yeah.
Kalau this week this week I would say kopi manis.
Wih, kopi manis.
Yeah.
It's just a cheap way of
No.
saying Milo kan?
Yeah, tapi
Milo ah.
kopi you would like realize how sweet it is, and tapi it is still a coffee. Tu lah.
Tapi manis lah.
Manis.
Tapi secara lebih falsafahnya macam he goes in the week expecting it to be bitter tapi manis.
Tak tahu lah.
Tak
Tapi
sure lah,
aku rasa it's normal for coffee for coffees to be sweet and nowadays kan. Sebab
Yeah, I don't like sweet coffee.
sweet coffee kan.
Yeah, we like to hear more from Finn.
So okay, that's my friend. If any. Tapi last 2 weeks ago kot, kat Twitter saya.
Ui, dah apa?
Sorry.
Wow. Ada Twitter.
Dekat Twitter aku agak satu isu ni di-retweetkan. It's about teringat kan? It's about sweet coffees. Coffee lovers like condemn lah, like being bitter about coffee shouldn't be sweet. Like coffee should be bitter.
Original lah.
Original lah.
Ada ladang lah.
So siapa-siapa yang like mengaku, oh I'm a coffee lover, what kind of coffee do you drink? Oh I only drink Starbucks, and Starbucks is known to be a very sweet coffee.
100%.
So macam geng-geng coffee lover yang minat bitter coffee ni is being bitter about those who minum kopi-kopi yang manis ni. Tapi in my stand, I don't mind if you really like sweet coffees. I don't mind kan. Whatever floats your boat kan.
Yeah.
Jadi tak kacau kopi aku je.
Tak kira kopi aku. Nice.
That Adieb, I think that has go on record as the longest kopi or Milo answer.
Yeah.
What's like?
The bring up definition was a wow.
Definisi weh kali ni.
Yeah.
Aduh.
We need to add in the new definition.
Aduh, pening.
Tak benda saya pustaka.
So, how about you guys? Kopi ke Milo? Malu lah, korang tanya pasal aku je.
Who should go first? Adieb, you want to go first?
Adieb lah.
Alright, so for me, this week is definitely as beer as coffee because minggu ni dah start class. As I expected, dari last weekend cakap dah minggu depan akan rasa kopi kan. Memang betul kan. So I'm can't wait to share you guys how this week is very hectic, everything shit. Alright, so how about you?
Learning has never sounded so negative. Aku minggu ni mana. Alhamdulillah. And I'll share a little bit pasal apa kan. Alhamdulillah masih Milo.
Tahniah.
Yeah. This week actually we should introduce the guest today kan.
We do have a guest here, Faris. Woo!
Thank you for having me. Faris.
We have Faris on the podcast this week. Nice.
Yeah, thank you so much for joining us, man.
Hi everyone, thank you for having me.
Yeah, so if you don't mind,
you accepted the invitation. Beribu orang reject.
Malu lah. By the way, aku ni introvert tau, by the way.
So,
Okay.
Faris, if you don't mind, just introduce yourself a little bit.
Oh, myself, there's nothing interesting about me, but what I can say is my name is Ahmad Faris, bin Ahmad Farid. I live in Shalam, Selangor, but
Salam gang.
I grow up in Sungai Petani Kedah. That's
Boys.
how I come to know Arif lah, because he was my
Thank
senior
you.
back in school. But then sampai
Still your
sekarang
senior
like
now.
lupa. Tapi sampai sekarang like still in contact because since Arif pun now inshallah man, so sometimes we like get close lah. No
Right.
homo.
Sometimes we had to get close.
Sometimes.
So honestly, I was a bit surprised lah when Arif like texted me like, hey, kita orang ada buat podcast ni, want listen lah. Macam okay lah, cool lah sebab because aku pun selalu dengar podcast juga kan, kadang-kadang mandi, kadang-kadang bawa kereta. So it was to me lah, it was nice lah hearing familiar voices in the car, lol. Because I've been driving alone ever since PKP. So waktu dengar podcast tu and then pergi jumpa Arik kan, and then macam suara dalam kereta tapi dia kat luar.
Okay, be honest, Faris. Was the voice better than looks or the look is better than the voice?
I don't know, aku rabun sikit
Oh, save
My
answer.
God.
Selamat.
You can be a politician lah, bro.
for those who can see my eyes is a bit small lah. Macam orang sekolah cakap sepet lah.
Bro, look at mine.
No, I have no comment. It's current sensitive issues. I was like, shh, I'm done.
So sekarang dah buat apa je, Faris?
Sekarang so I'm a student in a local university pursuing masters, and I'm currently in my second last semester. By the way, tomorrow I had a class, so tomorrow will be the first day of my third sem class.
So Adieb, you started a degree last week. Dah
I mean,
seminggu dah ni.
this week.
This week. So
Yeah,
dah seminggu dah.
Yes, it's already 1 week already. So alhamdulillah,
How is
everything.
it, Adieb? Is it hybrid or online ke, face to face ke, physical ke?
Well, so
Physical
far,
tu benda sama lol.
so far you as we know yang you for university so far hybrid, but the only at certain university macam ada certain course yang teruskan dengan ODL sebab tak nak bagi ramai sangat balik university sebab kita pun baru habis kita baru semua dalam fully vaccinated. So tak nak lah macam case macam meningkat balik semua kan. So dia orang mengambil langkah berjaga-jaga.
So how about you? You online lagi
Sekarang online lagi. Yeah, it's very sucks. Apa best is sucks, bro.
Actually Adieb, I thought you would go to ni.
Yeah, but
class.
this semester dia jadi jeleng tau.
Why?
We get
You hate the lecturers extra.
Yeah, sorry.
You hate the lecturers extra sikit ke?
Shit, no. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, if you heard the previous episode of podcast, I'm okay with the ODL. And bila dah macam masuk balik kan, it's like the motivation sekarang macam dah makin low lah. Nak compare with the previous semester macam ada motivation sikit kan. And then bila dah start balik macam I don't know why. It's pretty sucks. Maybe myself, I guess, thinking too much. Shit. But yeah.
Cik I mean, what could go wrong?
What could go wrong?
Asking the question before something happens.
Online learning pun is a bit challenging and for everyone. And
well, what things go wrong banyak tu. But salah satu banyak. But salah satu is jaga okay, for your information, I'm the class rep shit. I mean, it is a boring task ever kan. And then you know, the classroom need to take care the other students, and then the other student macam, adik macam mana nak buat ni? Dia nak buat ni. Macam, holy shit, kau diam lah, kau buat sendiri. Diam lah.
Wow. Such good quality.
Kau jahat gila lah, cik. Bila member dia podcast, ni adik punya. But I don't know, I'm also human lah. Macam, I need to take care of myself. But bila some things like benda yang tak sepatutnya berlaku, and benda tu berlaku, it's like kind of really piss me off. But anggaplah satu ujian. Husnuzon betul kan?
That's good. That's a good way to look at it kan.
Yeah.
Tapi manakah sebut pasal class rep semua ni kan? Adakah Han diletakkan melebihi bebanan yang Han mampu tampung? Han class rep untuk 10 subjek ke macam mana?
I mean, okay, for this semester I take 7 subjects. So overall I took 7 subject tu lah.
Berapa subjek?
7.
All 7 subjects you are the class rep?
Yes. And
what the hell?
Yeah.
Gila Adieb. 7 classes.
Boleh jadi
kan
menteri.
7 classes is 7 course subject.
Dapat award tak?
Tak
Name
lagi
tag
lah. Tak lagi lah.
MVP.
Aku tak harapkan award lah. Aku nak bagi lepas kat jawatan kat orang lah. Serius lah. But somehow I take it as responsibility. Anggap dah macam, I think I need to put myself to the limit so that in the future when I want in the work field, and so it could be more challenging. So I need to practice from now. I guess. And it sounds like weird lah.
I would very much agree lah. Tapi 7 subjek untuk hang handle seorang, I think that's asking too much kot. Orang lain tak ada lah.
Okay lah, sebab since Adieb is looking at it as a challenge lah for him to grow.
Yeah, but the thing is he's coming in to the
Tapi terlalu banyak lah responsibility tu.
Yeah, I mean,
hang like confused ke ataupun penat ke, burnout ke.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good question. I mean, some like really like confusing macam banyaknya subjek macam mana aku nak handle sebab even last semester pun last semester 9 subjek if I'm not mistaken.
Satu subjek, 9. Satu lecturer.
Itu
kena contact.
Satu lecturer.
Banyak lah nombor lecturer nombor hang ni.
Agak lah. If you see my number.
Daripada insurance lah.
I mean, kau tengok contact sekarang ni like ada 179 contact number.
Congrats.
Is that
179 lecturer saja ke apa?
No. All lah. Semua sekali lah. Masuk hang apa semua. Ya, wax.
179 tu semua match Tinder cik. Wait, tapi tu lah like tu Faris cakap juga it's good lah you're at least taking it positively and hopefully it goes better lah. At least last semester you handled 9 subjects, so sekarang 7. So, if you could survive the 9 subjects, you will survive the 7 subject, right? So,
I will try my best. That's all I could say.
I would expect diorang bagi 6 subject because 6 pack.
I think we need to stop this. I told you the last
sebelum tu, are your classmates listening to this? Tahu any classmates yang dengar?
I don't care. This is my podcast.
Okay.
Oh, savage.
This dude is handling all the 7 classes.
Itu tu gila sebab
I don't know.
Ada bahagian boleh potong kan
pandai. Kelas aku macam satu sem last sem dia dah jadi kelas rep kan. So sem ni orang lain pula. So kita orang style macam tu dulu.
Kan rotational kan.
Rotation lah. Sebab macam adil lah sikit, tak adalah semua lempak kat seorang lah.
Nak kata to show bad side apa semua, aku ni alim apa semua, no, hell no. I also had a bad side though. That's it. Rar. I mean not that one, I guess. Why are you trying to say Arif? Okay. So macam tu lah. Iba. So yeah.
Faris, you're starting tomorrow morning lah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, tapi I'm not the class rep lah. Luckily
Try.
Wait, tomorrow is the first one. How do you know you're not the class rep?
Because classmate aku and aku punya age, dia punya difference tu besar sikit lah. Like there are some yang ada anak-anak, tengah kelas ni bunyi baby
So dude, you're doing online juga
Yeah, I'm doing online tu. Tapi sekarang ni dah start masuk hybrid. So macam separuh-separuh hybrid learning.
Hybrid.
Dia orang akan campur online learning dengan physical classes. And physical classes tu ada limit dah, macam kena lengkapkan dalam say 60 minutes lah macam tu lah. 60 minutes sudah sekejap sangat. 60 hours ke? Macam tu lah.
600 hours.
Okay.
60 sebab aku classes on weekends je. Saturday pagi sampai petang. Daripada pukul 9 tu sampai ke 12. Dan rehat sekejap lah. Rehat solat duha. Lepas tu pukul 2 sambung balik kelas sampai pukul 5. So imagine that tapi physical, aku tak boleh survive.
Yeah.
Aku tak boleh survive. Satu kelas 5 jam
Last
aku tak boleh
weekend
survive.
kot. Tapi aku nak tanya like, sebagai I mean what's your first first day class weekend kan. Tapi bagaimana hang punya prepare on your mentality, your physical, nak prepare esok memang bad gila bab 1 lah. Yeah. So if you don't mind to share.
Tak tahu I guess it's lucky for me to pursue waktu PKP sebab sekarang kan online learning. Online learning tak tahu, in my opinion lah kan, sebab aku kan daripada degree terus sambung macam tak nak rehat tau.
Yeah.
So nampak lah perbezaan study mode degree dengan master ni. And then macam nak bersosial pun macam aku tak tahu, aku ni sejak PKP macam jadi pemalu.
Faham.
So aku tak macam malu nak bersosial dengan classmate sebab classmate aku tak sama umur.
Betul?
So satu ni kita tak kenal. Kita tak pernah jumpa benda ni kan.
Yeah.
I mean everyone is different online now. Online dengan aku rasa luar pun macam berbeza. Macam aku kat luar macam cakap-cakap sikit. Tapi dekat WhatsApp, macam WhatsApp group lah, group family ke apa, aku just macam baca je. Aku jawab bila perlu je. Macam, korang join tak? Macam, join. Macam tu je.
Kalau tak hantar gambar good morning dengan bunga-bunga.
Tak ada.
Itu
Hari raya pun aku tunggu orang link wish tu.
ke tu tulis short for SHB. Ada
tu VIP
tak
treatment
tahu
ni.
Aku pun tak tahu aku introvert ke extrovert. Aku rasa orang cakap apa ambivert tu.
Ambivert tengah-tengah. Yeah, I heard that.
Ambivert ni dia selalu buka bank M-Bank lah. Anyways, so Adi nak tambah apa? Aku nak switch terus kepada horoscope.
Yeah, your topic. No, that's okay. Carry on.
Aku rasa tak ada topik pun.
Okay.
It's just aku selalu like question almost everything. So when the second episode talk about horoscope, man, I remember the first question that came in mind pasal horoscope ni. If it macam tak betul isn't tapi kenapa waktu kita baca like betul ya aku kan, why
so relatable.
Why so relatable kan. Tak tahu, maybe semua orang yang satu horoskop, apa panggil benda tu bintang.
Bintang tarik kelahiran.
Satu apa term dia?
Zodiac sign.
Kalau aku bersign, aku Sagittarius. So kalau aku Sagittarius, so every Sagittarius ni perangai sama apa? Like that lah, something like that lah yang aku fikir. Tapi like I said lah, there's nothing to talk about horoscope because aku rasa it's a very sensitive, controversial issue.
Yeah, and also
because,
heavy thing.
Because I've known people yang jenis macam kita, we cannot believe it because macam melanggar akidah kan. Tapi there are my friends yang bukan Islam, dia orang like totally believe in this in this stuff.
Totally invested lah.
Tu lah, macam beli kristal dia semua.
Betul.
So aku macam say respect lah what they believe macam tu lah. So I cannot talk more about it because I'm not an expert on this stuff. So let's go to our next topic.
No. The reason why I would want you to continue to talk about it is because none of us are experts over here and we don't expect experts to come on the podcast.
Betul.
It needs to be something that can be conversed on a daily basis yang orang tak shy away from talking about it. So what is our layman's opinion about it lah kan? And betul lah macam Faris kata kan.
Tapi what really bothers me is when someone like did something bad. Tak lah bad, macam something yang macam jahat dia ni, macam tu lah kan, judging people kan. Macam jahat dia ni kan. And then the alasan yang that person yang buat jahat tu, dia bagi alasan yang I'm sorry because I'm an Aries macam tu lah. So macam dia guna that alasan untuk like panggil apa?
Just to escape from your responsibility kan, macam tu
Betul.
It's a fallback answer.
That's a no for me. Macam everything else aku respect lah. Tapi bila someone guna that alasan, aku macam why kan? Why do you have to say that then?
I mean,
just apologize macam tu lah.
I mean, speaking of your the point that you give Faris, I mean, have you heard the rapper named G-Eazy?
Apa dia? Sorry?
G-Eazy yang pernah
G-Eazy
yang dengan Ozzy dulu kan, yang break up dulu kan. But even dalam lagu pun dia pernah itu sentuh isu dia G-Eazy is a Gemini. And then dia cakap lah kenapa dia buat bad things happen kat dia kan, because he's a Gemini. Dia put in the lyric then biasa lah orang minat lagu dia kan. Tapi nak relate dengan Farid punya point, it's the same like one of the artists, also my favorite artist kan, G-Eazy. He also like macam dia relate lah, kenapa aku dipanggil macam jahat, because I'm Gemini. What? I mean, it doesn't relate things in my opinion lah, tapi ikutlah pandangan orang masing-masing kan. So itulah.
But what I find the most revealing answer kan kepada kenapa bila baca benda ni je rasa relatable kan, because most of these traits yang dikongsikan adalah traits yang memang hampir relatable dengan semua orang pun sebenarnya.
Betul.
Virgo ni selalu contoh paling common kan, you don't put any sign, tapi letakkan the trait sebagai you selalu buat baik tapi tak bagi tahu orang siapa-siapa pun. Like everyone does that.
That could be anyone betul.
It could be anyone. I think I've read and there's a guy who did an experiment over this tau. Macam dia just hentam je letak kan whatever trait and relate to that person punya birthday kan. Lepas tu ini dia reveal kata sebenarnya ni bukan kena apa dengan hamba punya horoscope kan.
Horoscope
macam believe that they have those traits sebab it's a very general punya trait. Not specific. So general traits everyone can relate to it lah.
Tapi it's very creepy when it's specifically about you. Macam betul benda ni kan.
Like what kind of specifics yang you pernah baca?
Tak tahu lah. Aku pun jarang baca kan sebab
ke tandas pada
I
pukul
know
3 pagi setiap hari.
Kencing malam. Kencing malam. Sorry I'm Aries.
We have a pengakuan pada podcast kali ni.
Apa dia?
Ada pengakuan khas pada podcast kali ni.
Jangan kita tak warna aku lah.
Any specifics tak yang creep you
Tak
out?
tahu lah, I don't remember actually.
Faham.
Sebab tu aku like spend my time less fikir pasal benda-benda macam ni. Sebab I don't know, because it could be true for someone kan. And aku pun takut juga sebab baca bila cakap betul ke kan. So bila aku continue baca, I would tend to macam in the end aku kan like believe lah macam tu lah.
Faham.
And not just believe tau Faris. I think Adieb pun, I think you would agree with this, yang di mana instead of kita believe, it becomes a causation, menyebabkan kita portray those kind of traits.
Tapi it's a good thing, aku rasa okay kot.
Good thing.
Kalau it's a good thing it's a good behaviour for people to follow. Aku rasa it's a good thing lah. Betul aku cakap, aku okay je benda-benda ni. It's interesting to baca.
Betul. It depends on person itself macam mana nak portray untuk dengan kerana orang ramai apa semua. Betul lah. Yang pendek cerita, yang mana baik kita ambil, yang mana buruk kita buang. Itulah bahasa mudah lah.
Betul. It's just another reading for me macam tu.
I've actually like waktu sekolah menengah dulu, waktu form 1, form 2 kan, duk baca benda ni kan. Pernah terrelate tau macam kalau sign macam ni perangai dia. Lepas tu I would portray that in my daily life. Faham tak? Jenis kalau macam ni akan jenis suka buat kerja sendiri dan sebagainya. And then waktu sekolah menengah aku macam I'm not like this pun. Kenapa aku duk percaya benda yang aku baca
Betul.
daripada dulu kan. Sedangkan it's not me at all kan. Sometimes it can cause like negative punya terbawa-bawa secara negatif juga sebenarnya. So that's kind of worrying kan. But like Faris said lah, good traits, keep it lah.
Benar.
Wow, that's a throwback from 3 episodes ago.
Ya.
Tapi interesting topic turn out to be.
Betul.
Yeah.
Tapi tu lah, maybe you guys should like find someone and then talk about this thing and from their perspective. Sebab kita like coming from kita punya 3 perspektif yang tak pandang sangat pun benda ni macam tu lah.
Ya, layman kan.
Betul.
Tapi itulah, if we start going to that route kan, daripada leisure punya kategori jadi apa?
Heavy.
Heavy.
I don't know.
Spacey.
Hobbies ataupun science.
I see.
Aduh, spiritually.
Spiritual, betul-betul. Spiritual punya kategori. Betul? Sekali dengan apa tu, podcast Al-Falah dan juga
Takkan naik.
Aduh.
Ustaz Zunaidi ni podcast. Ada kita horoscope.
Dah aku pakai songkok lah. Jadi album
Edit
Featuring guest.
filter.
Bila potong rambut dah, Rik?
Ni ikat-ikat.
Oh, ikan tiru rambut aku kan.
Tiba.
Aku berpotak dah tengok kau kahwin.
Oh, tak kahwin.
Kita edit kan?
Kata kan kahwin bulan 8. Kalau tidak dia kahwin bulan 8. Lepas tu kan sebab PKP. So aku botak the first day Muhyiddin letak jawatan. Lepas tu kan terus keluar SOP baru kan cakap potong rambut kan. Aku terus botak tu.
You botak waktu aku jumpa, lupa lah. Tak rambut sekarang panjang lah kot.
Ya, thank you tu. Aku potong tepi je. Sebab untuk kenduri kan, tak tahu aku insecure sikit. Pergi kenduri botak-botak ni dengan makan banyak.
Kau duri? Macam mana?
Kenduri majlis.
Oh,
It's by the way, because of SOP, because of PKP, kenduri tu kecil-kecil je. Like 20 people je makan kat kedai makan. Like kita orang book space atas tu. And then dalam 20 chairs je. And then kita orang dine in lah, macam dine in lah technically. Tapi ada catering, orang hantar makanan.
Nice.
Buffet pun tak boleh buat sebab dia melanggar SOP.
Dah berapa hari dah?
It's been, oh shit,
One
aku
week.
tak ambil.
Minggu
Dia kahwin
dah.
hari Ahad.
Last week.
Last week.
Yeah,
Earlier this week. Yeah.
Oh, this week.
Faris, dah check out belum?
Dah. Cakap masa sejahtera ke macam?
Nanti PM tengok kan. Weh, dia pun tak keluar ni. DJ Hisham tengok. Minggu ni kan.
Aduh. Kayak betul kan? Makan.
Adib baru last week dia complete full vaccination.
Tanya dah Adib, Astra kan?
Extra.
Finally.
Semua barai.
Ni so kalau tak tahu apa penyambungan follow up untuk third dose tu ada any follow up ke? Hampa tahu? Apa dah baca?
Well, so far
Tapi approve.
Approve kan? Tapi untuk siapa je? Like untuk siapa yang berminat ke ataupun for those yang macam immunity rendah sahaja kan?
That is not like siapa berminat. I think what I read about before this it is semua kena ambil tau. Tapi dia only focus on immunity rendah, betul. Sebab
sebulan lagi ya Adieb. Tunggu.
Sebulan lagi. Kan? I'm not sure berapa bulan. Tapi apa yang aku baca kenapa kita perlu ambil third dose, sebab kan kita secara logik dose kita first dose and second dose secara logik akan berkurang So kita nak maintain, nak sustain the dose tu, so kita ambil third dose. And then untuk dose penggalak tu, if I'm not mistaken, tu yang mana yang penyakit kronik I think. So to make sure.
Then logically everyone should get it lah. According to the time that they got the vaccination kan. I think Adib yang paling last lah kot.
Yeah, I guess.
Kan?
I'm not sure.
Adib
Tak tahu
dia
lah
sebelum ni
macam
anti-vax. Dia tukar dah, so sekarang baru dapat.
Nice Adieb.
Congrats lah.
Bagus lah.
achievement
Jadi haji lah sebab dah dapat hijrah.
Boleh haji.
Aduh.
Pergi haji apa? Pergi Penang pun tak sentuh lagi 2 SP. Pisang.
Oh, sekarang dah betul tak ada Roblox lah. Have you guys been out since dah lifted dah sikit?
My parents did, but I didn't because dah start class. So yeah. Okay, bila rentas degree dah buka kan, time tu dah start class. Sport betul.
Weh, aku keluar tu weh. Check in seberapa banyak hotel yang mungkin.
Weh, dia masa terus.
Check in lah. Banyak duit tu. Cawa balik rumah.
But yeah, speaking of my sejahtera, I don't know your guys punya point of view. Agak-agak selesa ke? I mean, agak tak renyah ke bila nak tekan check out every time?
Tak ada on, dah biasa aku okey lah.
Biasa. But at the first time, I know.
Pasal dia sebab hantar keluar rumah gini. Tak apa, sabar. Chill. Orang hantar keluar nanti biasa lah. Dia macam tanggungjawab tambahan lah. Alah, tu dosa pun.
Tapi kalau hang selalu on the move tak pegang phone macam certain someone kan. Dia macam letak phone dalam poket je. So baik rumah tu lah habis driving semua. Dah lepak-lepak balik tu baru dia tengok phone dia. Oh lupa check out. Itu pun kalau dia buka app masa tu.
Sounds like a confession again.
I mean that's happened to me too. I mean
bagi aku renyah sikit because you need to be reminded. You need to be reminded yang okay kena check out.
Betul lah.
So macam lagi satu rutin harian yang hang kena tambah dalam rutin hang.
Agree. Itulah.
What alternative is there to that? Because I was thinking kan the alternative to that ialah specific location punya tracker. Dia pun try masuk dalam tu, lepas tu keluar kan. But that will creep out so many people. Kerajaan track kita 5G. What kan? Nanti Adieb dia anti-vax balik macam mana?
Tiba-tiba masuk konspirasi.
Or agenda podcast.
But I think another alternative is baru terfikir ialah kita boleh sebelum lepas tu check in tu kita tekan 10 minit, 20 minit, 30 minit, 1 jam, 2 jam. Boleh kan? Macam top up Shopee Pay kan.
KJ if you listening
kepada siapa? KJ kan?
KJ
developer Master Track
KJ and the team.
Berpuluh juta buat app.
Banyak juta dia buat app tu.
Juta ringgit ke juta sen? Haram tak lawak kan. Edit that out. Macam mana? Anything you want to add to that? Mahal haram. Jauh gila daripada horoscope. Anything you want to add? Tak? Faris?
Nak add lah.
You want to wrap up to that horoscope one?
Aku kan yang cakap soal horoscope tadi. Bukan hampa.
Kita berbincang.
Oh ya.
Transition tadi.
Sorry. Aku minta maaf lah kalau aku kadang-kadang terlupa apa aku fikir. Orang putih cakap train of thought hilang.
Masih. Lain kali naik lah LRT jangan naik KTM.
Aduh, aku MRT boy. MRT boy. Suka dulu MRT. Aku suka gila MRT.
Memang lah, nampak moden lah.
Tak tahu lah, I've been comparing MRT to LRT because M and L macam bunyi dekat je kan. LRT, MRT kan. So aku itu je lah compare MRT dengan LRT. Tapi nampak MRT ni like dia punya space dia besar. And then aku kan ada masalah nak tunggu line sikit kan. So bila laluan dia pun besar and dia punya gerabak bahasa Inggeris apa? Track.
Coaches.
Coaches with the K.
The cockroaches. Kalau banyak cockroaches.
Coaches tu besar. So tak tahu bagi aku selesa. Even though packing macam sardin.
Bro, even the station.
Yeah. Tapi tak tahu sebab aku naik from Kawasan Central by the way.
So detail. Pada setiap berapa hari bulan?
Dulu aku nak naik Kawasan Central. Tapi best dia Kawasan Central tu sebab ada parking spot. Aku boleh park kereta aku and then pergi anywhere with MRT kan. Aku boleh reach KL Central. It's good lah, it's best lah. And then from Kawasan Central pun tak ramai orang. So macam aku macam anxious sikit lah ramai-ramai. So bila dah masuk tu dah macam okay aku dah secure spot aku nak berdiri sini, nak duduk sini sampai KL Central lah. Aku macam selesa. Tapi kalau balik from balik tu tak best lah. Faham. Balik tu akan sampai bila hang dah jumpa seat kan, aku selalu berdiri dalam MRT. Tak tahu kenapa. Tapi it's a habit kot. Aku suka berdiri sebab kalau aku duduk, aku rasa macam nampak orang lain lalu. Aku macam, fuck. Aku patut berdiri aku macam patut berdiri So
Felt
aku
the same.
yang boleh berdiri, boleh tahan lama ni, aku berdiri je tu. Macam bagilah orang lain yang nak duduk situ kan. Sebab aku gelisah, aku macam anxious sikit bila duduk. Sebab nak kena tengok orang lain lagi. Macam alamak ada macam tu hujung kan.
Macam ada certain responsibility kan bila duduk means you're at a privileged spot kan.
Ya tahu itu what I felt lah kan waktu naik MRT dulu. Sebab tu aku selalu berdiri sebab aku nak kurangkan aku punya anxiety supaya kalau aku diri daripada Costa Central pergi KL Central dalam 40 minit kan. Kalau aku duduk tepi tingkap, aku duduk tepi tingkap je lah.
Faham?
Macam tengok tingkap, macam best lah tengok jalan-jalan, tengok jam.
Ya doh, dengan construction penuh.
Waktu pergi, waktu balik kan nampak kan. Macam fuck, balik ni aku jam ni. Sebab nampak jalan ni aku balik tu kan. Memang jam penuh pack lah.
Hang parking kat tu lah. Parking dekat Costa Central lah.
Sebab pakai Tashenggo. Parking dia pakai Tashenggo. And then parking dia, kalau parking dia hang guna Tashenggo hang, and Tashenggo hang tu guna untuk for the train rides. Kira parking spot tu hang akan dapat bayaran for berapa ringgit waktu tu, RM4 something lah, RM4.50 lah.
Sekejap Faris, Costa Central punya parking ada parking free kan kat luar tu sikit.
Kat luar tapi it's illegal actually.
Tapi takut, no one got saman bro.
Memang lah, tapi I heard, tak ada, aku tipu je, aku tak heard apa-apa pun. Tapi I heard ada kereta kena gilis dengan bas, sebab banyak bas lah lalu.
Dia pun pusing corner kan.
Kalau aku rasa if that free parking spot is worth it and rasa selamat ke apa, go ahead lah kan.
I've changed my mind.
So aku takut ke, aku tak nak balik-balik macam alamak kereta aku. Kan, hal tak clueless, tak tahu apa kan. What happened kan, rupanya bas dulu gilis.
Pro tip Faris. Pro tip is bawa lah bas.
Aku terfikir agak naik bas ke rumah aku, tapi aku malas sangat. Sebab tu macam dah tak selesa bagi aku. Sebab aku berjalan ke rumah aku, pergi bus stop dengan panas lagi.
Bukan naik bas,
dengan bagi orang duduk lagi. Itu lah. Sorry lah, a lot dah been bothering me.
At least you got to release it on this podcast.
Thank you for having me.
No worries bro.
Nanti ada certain part tu kat sikit kalau aku sound merapu.
This part memang tak apa.
Janganlah. Janganlah. Sorry lah. Apa panggil, aku je ni ada really lot to say in my mind kan.
Bro, no worries though. Hai ingat ni lama lah. Adik beritahu paling lama berapa jam?
Paling lama 3 jam. 4 jam lah, 3 jam lah.
Tak apa, ni kita tak lama. Podcast ni sejam je kan? Okay.
Yeah. So,
kita cuba sedaya upaya.
You want to wrap it up Faris ke?
Yalah.
Lepas terus kat aku.
Okay. Alright. So thank you so much Farid for sharing.
Faris? Kenapa sebut Farid?
Thank you Adieb.
Faris.
For shout out for my dad.
Pak dia Faris pun pakai headphone Beats by Dad.
Kat sekolah pun ada cikgu panggil aku Farid tu. Aku macam ya cikgu. Aku ya je lah kan.
Jam.
But you agree to calling that name, so yeah.
Nama aku dan bapa aku macam just beza satu letter je. Ahmad Faris bin Ahmad Farid. Tapi nama bapa aku dia ada macam satu perkataan nama lain lah kat belakang Ahmad Farid tu. Cuma aku je tak ada.
Ahmad Faris.
Tak tahu boleh sebut ke Rik, kau nanti angkat lah.
Shall remain unmentioned. Tapi adik aku dah beritahu dah Faris Koreshmi.
Ya, kau tut.
Kok telinga orang dengar. Tenang-tenang tiba-tiba.
So nama tu je yang aku tak ada. Aku tanya mak aku lah, kenapa nama tu tak ada kan. Tak tahu lah, aku rasa the real reason tu is sebab panjang sangat dalam ni. Even though aku nak tulis dalam IPSR ke PMR ke apa kan, kadang-kadang I just left out the Koreshmi part.
Wow.
Betul part. Macam Ahmad Faris bin Ahmad Farid. Alamak, dah cukup kotak. Tinggal.
Serius lah?
Sebab
you're still answering UPSR until now.
Contoh.
Weh, you pay sama
Happy
master
birthday.
bapa padu weh.
Tak tahu kotak dia orang bagi tu like sikit gila.
Faham?
Aku macam sama ada aku nak
discrimination.
aku sama ada nak buang like kalau aku himpitkan semua nama dia jadi satu word kan, macam tak ada space kan, buruk agak.
Tak apalah, next paper dia adik-adik akan datang kan. Okay, nama 50 kotak. Senang.
Weh, tapi yang tak boleh blahnya waktu aku di PSR juga. PSR punya award ceremony dapat A kan. So ada cakap panggil apa Hari Nuga Cemerlang ke?
HSC.
Cemerlang. Nama aku kan A kan, Ahmad kan. So cakap awal-awal tau. Okay. Aku ingat lagi next nama aku is Afdal lah something.
Afdal.
Afdal lu. Shout out to Afdal. Lama tak jumpa dia.
Shout out to Afdal. Love you.
Tapi macam okay, waktu umum nama aku kat seremoni tu kan, Ahmad Faris bin Ahmad Faris tu Dal. Ada extra Dal belakang tu. Aku macam aku memang naik pentas lah, salam semua sebab takkan nak cakap bukan nama saya kan. ada sebab yang mistake tu dekat nama belakang je lah.
Tergabung dengan nama Afdal.
Dia tak salah nama pun, dia just ada tambahan Dal.
Ya.
Tak logik ke lah macam Dal. So aku habis seremoni tu aku cakap cikguku, teacher, saya rasa my name salah eja, bukan salah eja, ada tambahan eja.
Even dalam Qatar ya.
Dalam sijil pun semua.
Astagfirullah.
Aku cakap kat cikguku, weh, aku ingat cikgu marah dia cakap aku yang typo. Aku cakap kenapa aku yang typo padahal it's an edition of letters.
Saya taklah lapar sangat nak tambah dal kan.
No, tak. Dia yang salah typing ada dia yang salah kahang.
Tak tahu, she did mention yang macam siapa suruh tak check, something like that lah. Tapi aku rasa macam aku rasa tak tahu, maybe aku kot, maybe salah aku kot. Aku
Bro,
tak check.
you're 12 years old. What the fuck?
Ya, tapi aku rasa aku tak diberi any papers macam tolong check nama betul ke tak? Cikgu tak tulis yang CJ tak? Aku rasa aku tak tahu maybe. Maybe ada kan. Cuma aku je tak ingat. Tapi aku sedih lah macam kenapa saya nak bagi salah eja nama.
So, itulah kenangan pahit sampai sekarang lah.
Ya, dah. Sampai sekarang aku dah sebut gigi PSR.
Itulah dapat lah.
Bermula dari PSR.
Does it end with a happy ending?
Okay lah, aku dah keluar dari sekolah tu. Tapi bukan keluar lah, technically upgrade lah. Sebab dulu sekolah rendah SK Ibrahim, sekolah menengah kebangsaan Ibrahim.
Kalau tak keluar lepas PSR tu tak tahu nak kata macam mana.
Tak tahu lah. Memang kalau tak keluar dari sekolah tu memang tak dapat lah masalah tambahan nama, tak dapat sijil.
Kan. So yeah, it's a funny story bro.
Banyak kena bleep ni Ibrahim.
Banyak kena bleep kan.
Right, so thank you Faris for sharing. I mean, it's very interesting. It's very funny to share. So yeah. So Arif, how about yours?
Okay. The reason, one of the reason why I'm so Milo kan this past week is because the Grand Prix ataupun the GP ataupun F1 race di Turki ended with a very very good result lah, with the team that I'm supporting, which is Red Bull. Yeah, shout out to the Red Bull fans out there.
Shout out.
Buat bunyi F1 sikit.
Yeah,
so
sorry. Aku jealous dengan kawanku waktu PSR dulu. Dia buat guna tangan.
bro, move on bro.
Macam weh, sama bunyi sama. Aku cakap style gila dia buat. Aku buat tak AD.
Aku buat VTEC boleh, VTEC.
Okay, sorry, continue.
So basically the team I was rooting for ialah Red Bull Honda VTEC kan. And ada Max Verstappen, one of my favorite drivers lah. And it was like semi-raining, macam hujan separuh-separuh tau. And F1 ni dia best race dia bila it's like raining ataupun heavily raining. That's why Sepang, Malaysia ni antara track yang paling interesting dan sangat disukai ramai satu dunia. Sebab tak tahu hujan, tiba-tiba hujan panas.
Sebab Malaysia is full of unpredictable weather.
Yes, unpredictable weather. hujan tiba-tiba when it pours, it really pours kan. So
Betul.
that's why
Bahaya
it's
kan.
kind of dangerous obviously lah. F1 kot, you're driving
Sebab nak tukar tayar ni.
man. Yeah. So strategy of tire strategy comes in a lot lah kan. Waktu race kalau ada hujan dan sebagainya. Kalau tak hujan macam bosan ke. Macam you can expect who will win the race tau. So dekat Turki baru-baru ni, Max got second and his teammate lah kan, Red Bull punya team juga dapat nombor 3. So that was a very very positive result for their team, as well as disebabkan Max dapat nombor 2 dalam that race. Dia sekarang leading lah daripada Lewis Hamilton yang selama berapa tahun dah menang kan. Dia sekarang match dengan Michael Schumacher lah. 7 kali yang menang World Championship kan.
Oh
So
shit,
kalau
really?
kalau Lewis Hamilton menang tahun ni, dia beat Michael Schumacher punya rekod lah. Tapi kemungkinan Max Verstappen boleh beat dia. Max baru umur 23 kot.
Sama mengaku.
Muda gila weh, 23.
Muda gila.
Ya.
Awak 23 Adib.
23.
Test.
Habis maps after je start sebab dia racing tu aku masih study.
Tak apa. Kita race tu benda lain.
Hang boleh race Melayu dulu lah.
Melayu? Aku
Bangsa
tak pandai
Melayu
tu.
race.
Oh.
Itulah kita ada. Okay, anyways. So very very happy lah from the result kan. Tengok race tu pun best gila. Semua orang macam kalut. Wih, hujan ni nak buat apa ni kan.
Iyalah.
And mereka terpaksa figure out the best strategy lah. Yang menariknya, okay, betul F1 kalau hujan dia ada satu jenis tayar, ada 2 jenis tayar lah untuk hujan. Hujan lebat dengan hujan biasa. And kalau tak hujan dia ada 3 jenis tayar untuk kering lah kan. This time semua team mula dengan tayar hard hujan yang biasa je, normal rain punya tayar lah, intermediate tayar kan. And the most interesting thing is that orang ingatkan mula dengan tayar tu, at the end of the race mestilah track tu dah kering kan. Track tu tak kering weh, lambat gila nak kering. So some people had to stay on the same tire ataupun tukar tayar yang sama juga. So it was interesting especially if you're an F1 fan kan. But this year memang bertukar-tukar lah lead of the championship tau. Sekejap Hamilton, sekejap Verstappen, sekejap Hamilton, sekejap Max. So I'm looking forward for the next race in 1 week time. Ada
Bila kat mana pula?
Kejap, I forgot dia lah. Tapi it's in my calendar. Let me check.
You
can cut this to make it like I know it.
Di track yang sama ke?
Bukan. Track lain-lain lah. Every week track lain-lain. I sync it with my calendar so that I know.
F1 fan.
Kita calendar akademik je pun.
Aku tak lalu dah benda tu.
Sedih sial. Oh yeah, obviously. So the next one di kalender akademik F1 ialah di US, di Austin, Texas.
Oh yeah. Aku main game tu tapi aku suka track kat US ni lagi dia melencong apa semua everything that thing.
Semua melencong. Tapi it's a really nice track lah Austin. Tapi Texas jarang lah nak hujan tu, kering kot kan kawasan tu kan. Who knows tiba-tiba. Tapi tahu lah 2021 ni banyak benda gila berlaku in every race. Track yang mereka kata bosan pun tiba-tiba jadi interesting gila-gila. So I'm really looking forward to US punya race.
Interesting sebab what? The weather ke the tracks?
The weather, the conditions, the track conditions, and then nasib setengah-setengah tiba-tiba terlanggang macam before this. Lewis Hamilton langgang Max
Max di atas.
Naik atas kan. They are both fighting for the number 1 spot kan. Tiba-tiba dua accident, writer stack on top of each other. Gila-gila punya. So a lot of circumstances lah. Sebab mereka dua-dua nak menang and dua-dua high pressure kan. Yang si Lewis Hamilton nak menang nombor 8, nak beat Michael Schumacher punya rekod tu kan.
Betul.
Yang Max ni nak menang for the first time. Darah muda kan. Jiwa muda kan.
Jiwa muda.
Nak buktikan dia boleh lah. Memang. Tapi I think if you're defending something kan, your championship kan, I think more pressure is on you. You have more to lose. And
Agree.
ya, macam
The-
contoh lah, Han dapat Hari Anugerah Cemerlang 6 tahun betul-betul kan.
Pandai betul kan. Mak aku sih suka.
Kan. Lepas tu ada seorang kawan Hang nak beat Hang kan, daripada top place tu kan. So dia nothing to lose kan. Hang ada 5 tahun untuk lose. Kita sabotage Hang dengan nama.
Sounds so epic though. Padahal apa? Kau lawan apa? Anugerah Cemerlang. Oh.
So dia aiming for Hari Anugerah Cemerlang for the top spot lah in F1 sekarang ni.
Ya, apa?
So yeah.
Narik betul klendek akademik ni.
And just to shout out kan, I think we had a few people listening outside of Malaysia. I think most probably just orang Malaysia duduk kat luar negara lah. Jarang nak tekan saja-saja kan. Buka dengar podcast bahasa Melayu kan. Mix macam ni kan. I'm just gonna like mention like a few stuff on Anchor punya dashboard.
Yeah. Aku nama tak buka tu. Sorry.
Yeah. I was expecting like 100% Malaysia lah kan, region kan.
Agree. Masa last time tu macam aku expect orang Malaysia lah. Sebab kita punya cakap Malaysia kau tak ada lah. Masa Vietnam ke apa whatever sih orang kan. People talk Vietnam. Kan macam the hell.
Yeah, the second ranking kan after Malaysia of 85% ialah US 7% kan. So kepada pendengar-pendengar di US, looking forward for your Grand Prix. F1 kat sana kan. Jangan lupa beli tiket. Interestingly, depa sekarang dah boleh tau. Like European countries kan, depa dah boleh attend dah big major events macam ni. Tak pakai mask apa semua. Tak ada social distancing.
Everything went back to normal lah.
Kalau tengok Turki hari tu, Turki pun full tak silap aku. So, depa attend macam biasa weh. Kan F1 punya track panjang. Sepanjang track tu penuh dengan orang.
Yalah.
Jealous dia tengok. Aduh.
Kita di Malaysia patuhi SOP, bla 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 bla.
Dekat Mas Sejahtera.
Basically
ya. Pun duk gaduh and also in the third ranking ialah Germany, Brazil, South Korea, Switzerland, Vietnam and Philippines yang ada sebelum ni dengar pasal Manny Pacquiao. From Philippines. And she responded by saying that she don't really agree with Manny Pacquiao becoming a president, but she likes him to as a boxer, and so perhaps she has a more local perspective of that issue kan.
Itulah.
What did she say though? Did she say anything about it?
And a few people that she knows prefer him to be a boxer instead of a president lah. Which is a point that kita did bincangkan waktu tu kan. So Adieb, would you vote for him man? Because it's very different if you're a politician and you're a boxer kan.
Betul.
And Adieb believe that those kind of values will carry over. Macam tu lah. Interesting. Yeah, we have different perspective and responses.
Anyway, thank you for listeners for the feedback.
For the responses. Tapi yang menariknya kan, ni aku tak pernah cover sebelum ni kan, dashboard Anchor ni kan. So Anchor FM is where we have been posting our podcast lah for the last I think 4 or 5 episode kan. And dekat sini dia lay out the data sekali lah. Dekat mana orang dengar kita punya podcast ni kan. So 55% or the majority of it is listened on Spotify.
Thank you. Wakilkan korang.
Anda dengar Spotify?
Dah, aku dengar kat Apple Music. Sorry. Kat podcast Apple.
Podcast lah kan? So podcast is the second highest lah, which is 24%. Ada juga yang dengar dekat Anchor. Anchor ni maksudnya orang yang
Anchor ni it's an app ke tapi it's a software?
It's a website.
It's a website.
It's a hosting website lah.
Sorry, soalan aku bodoh sikit.
No worries.
Anchor tak famous sangat pun.
Bro, Adieb hantar dah Anchor pun dah sebelum buat podcast.
Anchor?
Hang dengar sebelum ni?
Tak.
Anchor aku dengar from Ryan Higa punya podcast lah.
Dia buat Anchor
lah. From the second episode kot.
Faham?
Dia mention lah betapa easynya nak buat podcast guna Anchor.
Damn.
Macam
kalau kami boleh dengar podcast dah sebelum kami buat. Kami tu dah cari jenuh fikir macam mana nak
Yalah nak promo apa semua.
But he's different though. Ryan Higa from podcast dengan dia punya sketch. Sebab I growing up tengok video-video kat YouTube lah. From his videos lah, most of them lah. It's pasal sketch lah. Tak lah, dalam video tu macam kita tak lah judge, tapi kita based on those videos, I imagine that he would be this happy, cheery person. Tapi bila you really get to know a human, which is him, he's just human ke. Dia pun macam there are stuff that what he thinks, what he thought tu macam aku macam kenapa dia cakap macam ni macam tu.
Macam
Tak sangka dia berfikir
to the YouTube kan, content. Interesting.
So tapi I still like him lah, by the way.
Nice.
Cuma aku terkejut lah, he's not what I imagine.
He is streaming on Twitch now kan?
Ya. Sebab betul.
Dia main game ke tak?
Dia main game. Dia tak tahu, aku tak tengok sangat dia punya second punya channel sebab dia banyak main game.
Faham.
Tapi aku follow Twitter dia. Dia macam sekarang post a few clips kan. Macam okay lah, not bad lah kan.
So the reason why I shared kan tadi kan, yang Spotify podcast kan, because Anchor ada 7%, web browser biasa lah buka kan 6%. Tapi yang menarik kan, 8% ada. OTHER ada.
Ada tu pun lah kat TikTok.
ada orang menari sejam kan dengan podcast ni.
Bodoh style bodoh. Habis ada tu software lain macam RSS ke, if I'm not mistaken, right?
RSS could be RSS feed.
Yeah. Tapi how? I mean, sebab kita promote lah.
I don't think our listener would use RSS feed. Spotify senang kot. Tekan. Kan?
Mungkin sebab aku nak support member link macam ni kot. Kita ada tekanan. And then naik kita punya data.
I only learn about RSS feed like a few years ago. Aku link RSS feed ke dalam music player aku. Tengok lah kan. And kat sini kan, we can also see the age. The majority of the age, like 76% is 23 to 27. So memang umur-umur kita
sesuai
kan.
Tapi umur 50 kan kat atas ada kan?
Ada 1% je. This is like a few people, a handful. So
hello, sila.
Dia pun berjiwa muda ni. Thank you lah sebab mendengar. Tapi thank you to all of our female listeners. They make up the majority kan. We hope our voices soothes your day.
Good morning.
Good morning, good evening, and good night. But yeah, those are some of the data that we can see and share. And so far the reception has been consistently gooder and gooder, getting gooder. So we hope the continuous support lah kan. But yeah, that is the first thing I wanted to share about F1 and also some of our listening demographic, I guess. Menarik lah. Yang ada tu tak tahu lah dia guna potato ke apa ke dengar. Tak tahu lah. Dia
tunjuk spesifik punya negeri.
Negara. Dia ikut negara.
Ada.
And unfortunately sebab kami bukan kat US, so tak boleh monetize lagi lah. Once dia expand ke negara lain baru kami boleh.
I mean, how does that work? Ada advertisement ke?
Sometimes they can
advertisement waktu brands. Mendengar.
Most podcast brand attach dengan depa, lepas tu depa shout out kan. Macam tu I just read this thing to advertise this.
Macam sponsors lah. Apa pun dapat ke sponsor. Stay.
Ada that concept tapi
hopefully one day apa.
Anchor untuk Malaysia tak ada lagi lah. Anchor US sahaja. Kepada manager Anchor yang tengah mendengar, yang 1%.
Adis.
Yang mendengar menggunakan helikopter ataupun limusin lah.
Tesla apa nak tahu kan.
Tesla.
Duduk kat Mars lah.
RSS kat Tesla. But yeah, that's everything that I wanted to share for the first part lah kan. So, Adi, I heard you wanted to share your experience listening to Adele. So
Yes.
that's
Adele.
interesting.
Hello.
No, ya itu
Hello.
lagu lama lah weh.
Oh,
Ni
lagu baru. Menarik.
ada lagu baru tapi ya hari ni lah. Bukan hari ni. Yang ni dah masuk Sabtu semalam lah. On the 50th October lah.
Okay,
Oh, yeah.
nice. Thank you for giving a context.
Alright. Yeah. So yeah, bila I tahu lagu baru nak keluar, saya tengok kat Twitter lah, and then there's a new song, Easy on Me, tajuk lagu, on 50th October. While the next album, and the next album called 30 will be launched on 90th November bulan depan. Tu lama lagi lah. Tapi bila dengan lagu baru dah keluar kan, so try lah give it a listen kan. Tapi I memang minat Adele dari dulu lagi tu.
Oh,
I don't know why.
I didn't know about that.
Yeah. so straightforward dengan lagu kan. And then lagu so touching gila. I don't know why. But kalau you guys tengok your video dekat YouTube kan, kalau you guys familiar with the lagu Rolling the Deeps, Hello,
Boss.
and then lagu baru Easy on Me kan, dia punya scene adalah dalam rumah. Rumah, you guys akan familiar. Dia guys akan familiar bila lagu Hello lah. Kan ada dia say couples and having fun in the house kan. And then this scene, lagu baru Easy on Me, Adele want to move out. It's like it's a very like what we call. It's a sequence from the music video Hello.
It's a continuation lah.
Beautiful lah.
Music video tu.
Yeah, so macam Easy on Me macam dia nak keluar, dia packing barang kan. It's like I don't know, I know when I heard this song while watching the video, it reminds me of myself that like I'm moving on.
Kau ada for budget tak ada ke?
No, but yeah, I don't know. It's something like at the moment aku terfikir balik the all flashback memories, everything what I've been through and all the good things or the bad things and then when the movie out and the same goes to me. I also moving out what happened to me during the past and focus on to the future, and then dia nak kereta jalan semua. Yeah, it's like a continuous of life.
It's like Adele knows you.
Yeah.
Like Adele is writing a song for you. Yeah.
So bila dengar lagu kan, and dia tengok video ada, it's like, I don't know, kalau hampa teriak masa tengok video tu is memang patutlah macam at a certain scene macam hang rasa macam cepatnya hidup ni.
Ada story dalam video dia ada continuation.
Yes. Macam you would think like aku dah tua and then the member dah kahwin kan. The same goes to me. I also my friends dah kahwin kan. And aku sekarang masih single.
Gaduh.
Yeah, bila tengok balik shit, it's really relates to me though.
Ada setengah orang macam kita tak sempat nak kahwin.
No comment. No comment for that. But yeah. So I don't know, it's really touching sampai sekarang pun aku macam terngiang-ngiang dengan lirik dia. Bila tengok lirik dia is very poetic, and then also this is very poetic. It's easy to understand, remember things. Yeah.
Happy for you, Adieb. Sebab as a fan yang daripada berapa umur hang tadi yang cakap minat Adele?
Minat Adele. Zaman sekolah lagi. The first album 19. The first album
hang follow the story.
Yeah.
Lirik dia, and then from the video.
Yeah.
Sampai Adele dalam story dah pindah keluar rumah. You're here. So,
yeah.
Cepat peti masa berlalu kan. That was 5 years ago. Waktu zaman sekolah.
Yeah. What's interesting kalau you guys nak tahu if you notice the Adele punya album kan, kalau you guys tengok kat Google lah, Adele punya album is tak macam ada artis macam ada tajuk album kan, tapi Adele punya simple lah, 19, the next album tak sure 20, 21 kot, and then ada 29, tak ingat lah, but it relates with the number lah.
Umur dia ke apa?
Yes, it relates with his age, umur dia. And then the next album 30 will be launched on November kan. And then I search Adele age. Sekarang tahun ni umur dia 33 tahun. So that means that the album yang 30 means that dia cerita masa dia umur 30 lah.
Oh, she's not 30 right now.
Yeah, 33.
Just
So
an
it's very-
experience while she was at that age lah, the album.
Yeah, I mean,
Wow.
Nah, ada konsep tu.
yeah,
It's
it's very simple.
Hmm.
I mean, tak perlu fikir macam, kau nak letak apa album tu tak payah letak umur lah, 30. Simple.
Bertema, thematic,
bertema,
tapi tak kompleks kan.
Yeah,
Very personal theme
serious, it's very personal. And I don't know kenapa aku minat dia. I think it's a very personal, it relates to me lah, basically. So, yeah. So,
Kau dah nak beli poster apa kat Adieb nanti untuk birthday.
boleh.
Bukan Adele.
Terus poster apa?
Wow.
Tekuk
Tak ada lah.
Adele.
Saya tengok letak gambar dia kat belakang.
It's me.
Tapi kau tengok album tu kan ada gambar muka dia kan. Ya, kau dah kadang-kadang scary kau kalau tengok lama-lama.
Weh, are you a fan or not?
No.
Or just the voice lah, macam Faris lah. Dia fan voice kita je. Tak fan muka kita.
So ni rupanya Arif. Ini rupanya Adieb. Wow.
But itu boleh ikut lah aktiviti online lah. Tapi yang tu lah.
I did saw some people posting it on YouTube because aku gila YouTube kan. Cik, for the 1000th time. I did saw some people posting it on YouTube story, macam listening to Adele's new song, maksud menangis macam ada banjir lah dan sebagainya.
Yeah.
Macam okay, what the fuck is this kan? Adele lagu dia memang sedih kan kadang-kadang.
Yeah.
And then tiba-tiba macam dia kata aku nak cakap pasal this new song by Adele, macam okay, wow, this is new kan.
Yeah.
And
I
really didn't know you were a big fan of Adele.
Yeah.
So
I know
what kind of laptop I want to buy you next. Adele. Okay.
Itu bukan butter lah.
What?
Butter pun ada, butter Adele. Adele.
Yeah.
Weh, hang memang fanatik
Bukan lah. Dia kebetulan. And speaking of fan Adele, I don't know, masa dulu kecil-kecil masa diploma lah. I wish one day bila aku dapat kerja, bila aku ada duit kan, aku nak join concert Adele. And then I want to sitting, I was sipping my coffee while enjoy her music sambil buat concert live kan.
Wow.
That was my dream Or maybe masa tu aku single, or maybe I'm with my wife, I guess, kalau lah kan. Kalau
Adele dah kahwin belum?
dia kahwin bercerai. And dia bercerai tu masa umur 30. So I think there will be there will story behind. I mean yang tu pun jadi isu juga masa Adele bercerai with his ex-husband lah. So pada umur 30 lah, tak silap aku lah. So cerita tu macam adalah berkaitan kot. I'm not sure. So we will see for her new album.
You keep us up to date because I don't really listen sangat to Adele.
Yeah, don't worry, I will.
Thank you. Our music correspondent.
So yeah, tu je lah.
Hey, have you bought any of her albums yet?
No, I wish, I don't know, for the next album, I wish I want to buy her album. But so far aku tak ada lah. I mean, dalam kehidupan aku tak ada beli album apa semua kan.
Wow.
But tengoklah, in the future, I guess I will. Tengoklah.
Maybe you can start because I think one of the best ways to appreciate this kind of musician buying their music and legally kan, secara halal. Really shows ni lah gratitude kepada mereka punya pencetusan idea mereka tu, ekspresikan diri mereka tu. It's not easy to pour your heart into a song, into writing kan.
It's not easy
so, I don't know. I started buying CDs because I think of that lah, macam weh gila kan, macam mana nak tulis pasal diri hang dengan cara yang boleh orang dengar dan orang boleh relate juga weh. Kalau cakap lain lah, buat lagu weh. Wow.
I mean by listening the others people music, we can connect with our attitude self Macam contoh lah, aku minat Adele lah, mungkin orang tengok adik ni jenis macam sekian. Aku tak nak lah aku ni jenis macam mana. Tapi you guys will understand how my attitude looks like if I love to listen Adele song macam tu lah. Then
Yeah.
maybe
No judgments in this room.
so that's all from me about
Nice.
her music video. Yeah.
Now I feel like
So-
listening to her song.
Yeah.
That song in particular, not the whole album maybe, and
Yeah.
uh,
Itu lah. So alright, so that's all for me about the new Adele music video. So yeah, Faris, macam mana pula? Nak cerita apa?
Nak cerita yang mana?
Nak cerita mana? Cerita lah.
Tak tahu lah, since aku tak pernah jumpa Adieb ni kan, ni salah satu soalan yang aku akan tanya like almost everyone yang aku jumpa, and like macam tak rapat tapi macam selesa sikit kan. The normal question yang aku selalu tanya is it normal to pee in pools?
Holy shit.
damn.
Sebab
So
okay, dalam 10 orang yang aku tanya, 5 ada yang cakap normal. It's normal lah, it's chlorine kan. Ada yang cakap tak normal. Macam what? Aku kencing kat luar pada kolam lah. Takkan nak kencing dalam kolam kot.
Iyalah.
Tapi what scares me is that there are people yang jenis macam, I want to pee kan. Let go.
Ya, awak tak kisah. Wait, soalan
Aku
K-pop.
macam,
Wait. But okay,
Understandably betul.
kan?
Tapi tu lah, itu lah yang what been bothering me this past few years. Macam tak ada. Aku pun dah lama tak mandi kolam.
Lama tak pergi. That's baik bagi jawapan lah. Habis adakah yang tu menyebabkan hang jarang sekali masuk dalam kolam? Dia sebabkan hang tahu macam ada orang yang selamba main kecil dalam tu muka tak bersalah kan. Adakah
Tak
itu
tahu,
sebab?
kalau aku seorang, aku rasa it's normal je pun. Sebab kalau siapa yang duduk SP Sengkang ni, ada satu carnival lah. Apa nama? Water park carnival kan?
Carnival
water park.
Apa dia pergi Adieb?
Dok.
What?
Mandi-mandi,
That is so sad.
pampers terapung. Tapi to be honest, walaupun dia punya condition water theme park tu tak okay, tapi it's best lah kalau you pee with certain people with the perfect group kan.
You pee with certain
best
people?
Ya, aku pee macam tak nak
You
pee.
pee with certain people?
Kalau dia macam different lah kalau pee dengan family parents dengan pergi dengan kawan-kawan tau. Like I've been there like more than twice. Ada kadang-kadang pee dengan family and members kan, semua ramai kan. Tapi ada that one time last day of school kot, ramai-ramai geng lelaki yang cakap, jom pergi carnival.
Ya PSR
Like
ke?
most bukan. Tapi ni aku ingat PMR di apa level PMR mandi carnival. Biasa ramai most of us pergi. Sebab bulan depan tu dah start slow-slow, orang dah start pindah masuk form 4, masuk asrama,
Faham.
pindah sekolah. So we had fun lah, walaupun air-air tu macam tak adalah bersih sangat.
Adakah
But it's fun lah.
during that situation hang keluar dengan member, ada hang betul-betul fikir weh, aduh kencing, adakah air tu bersih?
Tak tahu lah, tapi knowing that in my head yang it's normal to pee in pools, aku rasa kalau aku mandi pun aku tahu macam mesti ada orang pernah kencing kan.
Ya.
Memang setiap pool kan mesti ada orang bekas. Ada orang tinggalkan bekas kan.
Betul.
Tapi okey lah sebab ada klorin kan. Macam okey lah.
Betul.
Orang cuci lah, betul lah, dia orang cuci.
So when did you start asking this particular question, Faris?
Last year.
Wih, last year baru ke?
Sebab me and my macam geng-geng rumah sewa, dia orang selalu pergi mandi pool tau. So macam dia ajak aku, tapi aku macam malah tak tahu, aku macam malah nak mandi. So dia tanya aku, ada seorang ni tanya aku, awak tak mandi ke? Lepas tu aku cakap air anda tak elok sangat kan, something like that lah. Lepas tu dia kot yang tercakap, dia kot the first person yang aku dengar cakap it's normal untuk kencing dalam tandas. Dah tandas pula dalam pool.
Lampu lah.
Dalam pool. Sebab tu aku macam what? Normal? Aku pun waktu tu tanyalah girlfriendku waktu tu. Macam kalau nak kencing selalu pergi tandas ke ataupun just lepas je? Macam normal lah kalau lepas je dalam pool. Dia cakap normal. Walaupun kita buat tapi dia cakap normal. Macam menarik kan.
Soalan
Ada yang cakap ada orang cakap macam mestilah kena pergi tandas, apa lancar kan, unethical gila kan. Macam tu lah.
Somehow I feel like those people yang deny tu macam are being not truthful lah.
Yeah, I agree.
Because you know that feeling of tingling bila masuk sejuk-sejuk tu kan. Untuk terrelease sikit tu macam normal lah. Macam
Betul. Ya. Tapi tu like macam aku nak kencing je kat situ kan. Like, what? Why? Dia kids swimming.
meredah air kencing kan.
Tapi betul lah kalau ada orang kencing nanti pool water tu jadi biru kan because of the chlorine.
Yeah, it gets
I'm not into chemical stuff.
So aku tengok cerita grown ups kot.
Dia
Kentut ke apa.
any irregularities ataupun any kekotoran akan menyebabkan klorin tu membirukan air tu lah. Termasuk air kencing lah.
Ada efek klorin berlebihan di skin manusia.
Ada lagi kering lah.
So malam-malam agak tak pergi mandi pool kan sebab klorin tengah jalan.
Renew apa refill klorin.
I'm not sure whether the chemical stuff.
But yeah, what do you think, Adieb? What is your answer to that question?
Soalan.
Adakah normal untuk kencing di dalam kolam renang? Kolam renang kan? Dia limit pada kolam renang saja kan, Faris?
I don't know.
Tak kisah public ke private ke.
I mean, for me, I don't know. To be honest, even myself kan, I kadang-kadang macam nak terkencing or terbuang air sesuatu dalam badan I. Macam I need to go toilet quickly lah. I mean, I don't know. It feels like tak comfortable gila.
Faham?
Dengan kalau macam member, contoh lah, dengan family lah, dengan adik-beradik semua, tak boleh weh. Macam tak hati weh. Sorry, ada dia pergi tandas sekejap. Okay, keluar air pun je. Lari lah pergi tandas kan. Tapi, ada the certain situation, I don't know, like watch the movie kan, I don't know, scene semana kan, or why I kencing dengan selamba kan. Macam, holy shit. Macam mana boleh selamba? Basically, Mak Saleh lah kan. Tapi dia boleh buang air kencing dengan selamba and dia tak fikir macam, bersih ke? And then ada interesting question, apa, I don't know, kat TV Oasis or something lah. Tanya, wajib, bukan wajib, adakah kita sah kalau kita ambil wuduk masa dalam air kolam?
Apa jawapan dia?
What's the answer?
Apa jawapan dia?
I don't know. I mean, I tengok kat YouTube lah. I mean, jangan follow lah. Make sure you guys tengok research dulu. Ni aku research yang sebelum ni dah lama. Apa yang pandangan ustaz tu cakap, make sure air tu ada air sifat mutlak. Meanings that tiada sisa kotoran apa semua lah, mutlak lah, 100% clean of water. But back to your question.
Kolam tak boleh kan?
Itulah kolam saya tak sebab kolam ada mengandungi bahan chemical, everything so on. Itulah, but adakah itu ada kata assume that this water yang sekali klorin itu ada air mutlak? Itu tak sure lah, itu bukan pandang that's not my field lah to talk about it lah.
Yeah, but it's not my feel also. Tapi yang aku tahu air tu kena bergerak. Tak boleh air yang stagnan.
Betul.
Air yang berada di satu tempat kan, bertakung kan. Lepas tu air tu lah tak ada bau. Tak ada
bau.
Tak ada warna.
Itu
biru warna tu kan. Tapi interesting thing. I mean, we can drill kan. Tapi aku dulu lah waktu sekolah awal-awal sekolah menengah tu biasa pee in the pool is normal kan. Tapi aku selalu pee ke pool waktu time orang tak ada. Baru best boleh main. Tapi aku sekarang kalau macam in water punya ni kan, betul mandi dalam sungai ke apa, biasa to pee in the river, tapi in the pool tak dah.
It's
But
normal to pee in
for
the
other
river?
people.
Sebab
Yeah,
air
in the
berjalan.
river. Sebab tu aku akan selalu cari
Oh, okay,
sungai
okay,
kan.
okay.
Aku akan lepak tempat atas sekali. Aku takkan mandi kat bawah-bawah.
Oh
Because of the same
my.
thought that I have as yours. Macam, oh, it's normal to pee in the river, so I better pee the highest
Faham?
point.
I cannot imagine lah kalau hang macam tu lah. Adik duduk kat atas kan. Cik, orang duduk air dia mengalir lah. Dia orang minum kan. Air bersih. Tengok sedap minum.
Tengok guard tu dah cuk siap-siap kan. So, rasmi.
Babi lah.
Aduh, that's my
Buat
perfect
teritori.
condition.
River.
Oh, sungai. Tu lah.
Sungai.
Manangkan
Tahu ni Arif ni atas
Air.
tu kencing diraja. Tertinggi sekali. Jaga-jaga kalau hampa nak
Tak,
buat
tak,
kelah
cuma
aku.
Dah tak ayah dewa.
Tak dewa.
Ayah pin.
Dia diam
Ah.
duduk atas tu.
Kencing-kencing ayah pen lah. So, tinggi kan. Hampa tak buat macam tu lah. Kalau aku pergi sungai, aku akan fikir macam tu lah. Atas sekali tu. Gimana tu?
Tu pengotok pun.
Aku sebab
No, I mean that's the
jarang
safest
pergi
way.
sungai.
Aku tak nak
Ya, faham.
jeopardize oleh air kencing orang lain.
Tapi betul lah, logik lah. Okay, next time aku pergi aku naik atas sekali lah.
Yaduh, bawah tu
Cari the
bayangkan
perfect spot.
berapa family dah kencing.
Ya. Habis tu lah. Kau dah para pendengar yang ingin berkelah di sungai mana-mana, memastikan ada tempat berkelah anda, pastikan di atas sekali.
Tak perlu buat PSA, nanti semua orang kumpul kat atas, aku nak mandi kat mana?
Atas lain.
Macam kata Arif.
Kata kata.
Itu lain.
Semua jaga-jaga dengan dia. Dia berada di atas.
You guys would do the same with my knowledge. Who would take the first poop or the first pee?
That could be hard to ask.
Wow.
Aduh, I'm not
It's a
sure.
good topic to bring up, Faris. Thank you.
Can
Pasal P.
yeah, it's bring the awareness to the people lah. Macam bawa kita macam
Tiba-tiba teringat.
kan. Contoh macam sampai driving kan. Tiba-tiba abang Han cakap pasal ni. Oh betul juga
Yeah.
Itulah.
Teringat apa, Faris?
Apa?
Teringat lawak waktu zaman sekolah dulu. Lawak yang paling hambar pernah aku dengar. Oi, Han nak pergi mana? Piwit. Aku dengar benda tu.
Ya
Sampai sekarang aku tak faham macam why?
Itu episode.
Tapi sekarang bila cakap balik aku gelak macam that's one ridiculous joke.
Message kan.
Pergi mana? Piwit.
Bodoh siap. Kawan
Random
tu
gila.
tak, orang tu tanya dengan penuh dengan penuh concern kan.
Ya.
Dijawab dengan sarcasm dan juga ketidakpedulian.
Ada kalau aku dengar lagi I would flip lah.
Flip the table.
Flip the freaking house.
Aduh.
Yes, hang dah.
Thank you.
So thank you so much for sharing. I mean the thoughts that is really aware.
That is so random, bro.
It's so random lah. I don't know where.
Thank you kerana memahami.
Yeah.
Yes, I
It's okay.
guess
Aku tak nak
that's the
senyum
kind of
macam mana.
podcast that we are right now.
Yeah.
Apa? Konspirasi.
Konspirasi.
I guess.
Macam banyak kali lah tu kat genre.
Aduh, horror. Masuk
Horror
dalam
buat.
pool, ada yang kencing. Tak terapung apa.
Satu filem pula. Halloween Day.
Research pun ada.
Aduh.
Aduh.
Sangat leisure ya.
Kan. Malaysia membingungkan. So yeah. So Arif, do you have any things you'd like to share?
Of course, bro. I'm glad you asked. And the last thing I wanted to share is another thing that is macam biasa, a hopeful news. Mungkin Ahmad dah pernah dengar sebelum ni, di mana Syed Saddiq pernah ketengahkan kata medical marijuana perlu dihalalkan ataupun di-legalize di Malaysia kan. So baru-baru ni masuk berita for the same issue, tapi kali ni dia dah buat satu komiti bersama 9 ahli-ahli parlimen yang lain untuk legalize marijuana ni lah. So dia jadi makin lebih formal lah. It's becoming formalized. So that's great to hear kan. I want to know pendapat hampa lah mengenai isu ni kan. Because setengah orang bagi mereka all type of marijuana dadah ni semua bahaya kan. Bukan sekat marijuana saja ataupun ni lah kan. Apa tu dalam bahasa Melayu dia apa?
Drugs.
Ganja. Bukan sekat ganja saja.
Weed.
Oh.
Ya. Ganja. Tapi juga ketum. Dia nak halalkan ataupun legalize ketum juga. Medical ketum lah. So for me that's very interesting lah kan. Perubahan dia nak cuba bawa ni.
I mean Sadik yang cuba ingin mentengahkan isu tu dan dia bertujuan untuk medical. That's what he trying to say.
Medical marijuana and also medical ketum.
I see.
Yeah. So I'm not exactly sure about like how medical ketum works, but I know medical marijuana helps to a lot of patient with arthritis, for example, and both of the plant, both ketum and marijuana, have opioid properties. And currently in Malaysia is illegal lah kan to even possess. Ada pun benda tu dalam tangan, memang boleh dipenjara lah kan, dan juga disaman kan. And depa sekarang ni they just made Cik Saddiq lah, they just made a multi-racial, multi-party punya team lah, yang terdiri daripada 9 orang untuk berkongsi sama-sama daripada semua parti lain-lain, untuk berkongsi bersama-sama, bincang macam mana the best way untuk approach this issue, which is a very huge advancement untuk Malaysia, because Thailand dah legalize lah baru-baru ni, I think a few years back, untuk medical marijuana.
Sampai ada pesta ganja.
I mean, to look at in that way is a negative way to look at it lah. Bila when you think about marijuana je, legalize, hampa fikir is for fun. Sedangkan ramai gila orang suffering because they can't get it legally in Malaysia.
Betul.
Syed Saddiq mendapat satu komplain daripada seorang seorang ibu yang terpaksa menggunakan marijuana untuk treat anak dia punya penyakit. And dia komplain kata dia terpaksa dapatkan dengan secara haram. Bayangkan as a mum, you want to ease the pain of your son, of your child, and terpaksa doing it illegally because there's no other way dalam Malaysia. Sedih kot. So
itulah.
I mean, it's not exactly party ganja ke apa. It's it's a way to help people who needs it the most. Kalau if you paint everything blanket kan, macam benda ni je semua salah, then you're not really progressing anywhere kan. So Syed Saddiq umur 28 kot, beza 3 tahun je dengan aku kot. Macam gila kan. Kalau perubahan-perubahan yang bagus macam ni.
I mean, I believe that Syed Saddiq sekarang ni, if he brings this kind of issue, I mean, I don't know, in bahasa kasar, he has the balls to bring that issue, because marijuana or barang-barang pelarang ni obviously is melanggar undang-undang lah kat Malaysia ni, tapi
very controversial.
Yes, very controversial. And balik pada kisah Arif tadi, dia ibu nak beli secara haram, padahal benda tu nak guna untuk medical purpose, rawatan. And tapi kebanyakan pengguna-pengguna yang marijuana everything so on, dia orang guna untuk benda yang sekian-sekian lah. But tapi macam mana kalau kita nak fokus yang untuk medical punya purpose, is very hard. I mean, kat Malaysia memang susah lah. And everything mesti ada cabaran lah kalau nak buat benda ni. So I don't know, we will see in the future the updating about this thing.
I mean, nicotine is a hard drug, illegal. But once it's taxed in rokok, why is it suddenly legal? Why is it sold in all states, including Kelantan, Terengganu? Tak kisah, tak ada apa. Why are politicians from all religion smoking it like it's normal? Just because it's written in man-made laws doesn't mean it's right. Betul tak?
100%.
Man-made laws ke? Bukannya daripada Tuhan punya ni apa semua kan. So benda yang boleh membantu kan. There's also this one article that attracted me the most which title dia ialah cannabis ataupun marijuana can mean death in Malaysia. For one death, it also meant life for his daughter.
Yeah.
Kesan gila. So nama budak tu ialah Aira, and dia bapa dia letakkan cannabis oil untuk dia. So around 2 years back from this current situation kan, from this article kan, anak dia tu terpaksa diraskan ke hospital, and dalam otak dia, in her brain, ada satu condition digelar sebagai cavernoma, di mana dia punya blood vessel dia tak boleh berfungsi dengan normal macam kita. Yeah. And dia orang ingat just macam apa tu, demam biasa je. But turns out it's much more complex than that lah. But then at one point her condition has improved so much that this baby yang berapa tahun je ni can regain her full use of her body. And she is credited to only one thing lah pada waktu tu, walaupun tak ada cara lain, tak ada ubat untuk benda tu, which is cannabis oil.
Can only use one that substance which is illegal in Malaysia right now.
But it's legal medically in Thailand.
Yeah.
So bapa dia terpaksa dapatkan kat situ. So this kind of situations boleh dielakkan lah for people who needs it kan. And yeah, some countries obviously allowed it recreationally as well, because based on data dan sebagainya. Syed Saddiq cited, dia kata benda tu lebih kurang bahaya daripada alkohol dan juga rokok.
Betul.
Long term use especially. So comparing long term use of alcohol and also tobacco, rokok, marijuana has a lesser impact to the human body.
Yeah.
So, Again, I put this question lah kan. It's easy to respond and kata, marijuana dah, salah semua kan. But then what is alcohol then? Kan?
What is tobacco then?
It impairs your judgment kot. It destroys families dan sebagainya kan. But once you put a tax on it, everyone can buy. 18 tahun ke bawah tak boleh beli kan. So it should be taken ni lah kan, seriously and not just be dismissed. And I think it's a smart move by Syed Saddiq because again, selain daripada medical use, it's also a 400 billion ringgit punya market yang potential sangat besar. So bayangkan ketum yang sangat common kat Malaysia ni boleh dimarketkan ke luar negara. Hebat tak hebat? So it's a huge market boom lah kalau orang jual ketum kat Malaysia boleh export ke Mexico ke, tak tahu lah ke mana-mana kan, ke USA ke. So mungkin ketum is the next marijuana ke apa, tak tahu kan. Pelbagai benefit kesihatan yang lain-lain kan. So it's interesting and very hopeful lah. So I'm very hopeful for the future. That's what I like to hear this past week. So hence why my week was very Milo. Saddiq. Faris, what do you think about this kind of progress that Syed Saddiq is making? Regardless lah, what is your political view?
Okay lah. From the way of controlling it will be much easier. Nak regulate lagi, kita nak prioritize lagi, macam Adik cakap tu, someone really in need and they can get it for like in a legal way. Instead nak kena jumpa belakang lorong apa untuk anak.
Ya tu kan. Kinda sad and kinda
kesian lah. Nak cari lagi, and then yalah, imagine mock orang imagine mock hang nak belikan untuk hang sebab hang tak boleh tidur malam. Something like that lah kan. Tapi jumpa tu lah. Tapi okay lah. Since now the government can tax it semua, it will be legal di dunia.
Legal by man. Oleh manusia.
Betul. Ni semua dunia lah.
Tapi kalau kena marijuana, dia kata sampai ke langit, tak duduk kat dunia.
Jumpa ayah pain lah.
Ya, babe.
Okay. Ayah pain is another scary story. Taklah scary. Macam ush. Gila.
Hebat,
What a man.
Turun bawah cari suria.
Aduh, jangan
Suria
suria
bagi dia
matahari.
berjumpa dah.
Anda pernah lagi Faris minum air kaki dah?
Ni dia kaki sendiri pun tak lalu, dia punya kaki orang. Dah
Ya,
kot.
fuck ni kaki sendiri buat apa? Tak ada kuasa. Air pain ada kuasa tak?
Habis aku pergi minum air sungai tau.
I'll
Air
be on
sungai,
top.
air tasik.
Tapi buka kat atas, kat bawah.
Tasik Laguna.
Tapi guna elok.
So yeah, I think I can wrap it up and then we can outro.
Sure.
Then
Thank you,
aku
thank
dah
you.
wrap it up tadi kan.
Mm-mm.
But yeah, interesting to hear juga lah kan. Actually, sometimes this kind of things, it should be welcome lah, especially when it's pada fasa macam ni kan, di mana fasa peralihan. Kita nak really look into apakah law undang-undang kita dah letakkan dalam negara ni kan. And banyak negara dah beralih kepada undang-undang yang lebih lenient sikit untuk hal-hal macam ni. So I'm very hopeful, and yeah, that's what I wanted to share this week.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, so thank you so much, Arif, for sharing with us. I mean,
No
it's a
worries, man.
good information, no? I mean,
My
to
job.
sharing it with this week punya podcast. So, I mean, kadang-kadang kita fikir macam, ganja or weed is something like sangat diharamkan. But kita tengok dari perspektif lain dari segi medical. I mean, it's that you told us pasal ibu nak cari ganja sampai nak kenal, cari tempat yang gelap apa semua. Padahal the purpose of using it untuk nak sembuhkan anak. So I really want to see in the future. I really want to see the progression yang saya tadi ingin bawakan. So
Maybe in our episode 1772.
ya, jauh benar. Tak next episode dah boleh dah. Tak ada.
Oh.
Maybe. But tengoklah macam mana. We'll see. But yeah, but that's why I can say that. As I said, he really has guts to put in this.
And balls.
Yeah. Balls. I mean, guts is more appropriate. Yeah.
More.
Appropriate. More.
They're from more.
Oramu.
Yeah.
Salah semua.
So yeah, thank you so much, Arif, for sharing, and thank you so much, Faris, for being part of.
Thank you so
Thank
much
you for
podcast.
listening
being with
to
us
my
this week.
ridiculous punya rant.
It's okay.
Doesn't matter tu.
Doesn't matter. This is our podcast. You can do whatever you want. Whatever you want. Even.
3 is
So,
not a
yeah.
crowd. 3 are friends. Cik.
Yeah. So I think that's all for this episode. So anyway, thank you so much, Faris, once again to joining us. So I really appreciate
Yeah.
that.
Before we end kan, Faris, anything you want to shout out to anyone or your IG or your Twitter ke apa ke?
Yeah.
Shout out to my shout out ke siapa?
Shout out to my ex.
Shout out to my sister. Congrats. Betul, selamat datang Abang Amir. Tak tahu nak panggil dia abang ke Amir je kan.
Abang.
Sebab aku selalu gelar diriku as abang kat rumah. So now ada another abang kat rumah.
Abang kuasa dua.
I'm no longer the abang.
Aboh.
Okay, tu je lah kot. Aku pun tak ada any social media yang aku aktif.
Faham.
Except for Discord. Tapi, yalah.
Right.
Yeah, nice. And yeah, I
okay.
think one of the reason why I kind of slowed down my social media sebab saya tengok Faris lah. Macam, he doesn't give a shit sangat lah. Macam, aku malah nak give a shit sangat.
Tapi I
Inspirational.
still read lah sebab aku tak nak missing out anything.
Yeah,
Agree.
Like anything.
I use YouTube.
Yeah.
But
I
thank
mean,
you so much, Faris. Also for like he's been like following the
Terima
podcast
kasih.
every week.
Thank you for having me.
He'll be asking
Yeah,
macam when's the
we
new
really
podcast
appreciate
coming up, new episode coming up. So
Yes.
thank you so much for his feedback as well. It really
Yeah.
helps. Yeah, Adieb.
all right. So that's all for this week
Thank
episode
you.
of podcast. So thank you so much for listening, guys. So as usual, take care of yourself, take care of your family, take care of your neighbor, take care of everyone, people around you. Jaga diri, jaga SOP. So that's all. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Ciao.
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 Ciao.